this section, you will learn about the different kinds of data you can work with in your Python programs. You will also learn how to use variables to represent data in your programs. So what really happens when you run main.py program? So let's take a closer look at what Python does when you run this program. And as you can see here, Python does a fair amount of work even when it runs a simple program, right? So when you run this code, you should see this following output here. So when you run this program, the ending PE here indicates that the file is a Python program. So your editor then runs the file through the Python interpreter, which reads through the program and determines what each word in the program means. For example, when the interpreter says the word print here, followed by the parentheses like this, it prints the screen whatever is inside in the parentheses. So as you write your programs, your editor highlights different parts of your program in different ways. For example, it recognizes the print is the name of a function and displays that word in one color. It recognizes that hello world Python or hello typhoon is not a Python code, and it displays that phrase in a different color. As you can see in this case, it's green, and this is called the syntax highlighting. So here, for example, this is a green, right? So this is syntax highlighting. The Python tells us this is a string that's going to be print on the screen, and this is a function, built-in function that Python has, and these are the parentheses here. Let's see here. So whatever we write inside this parentheses will be printing here. And let's try using a variable with this print here. So now we will add a new line at the beginning of the file and modify the second line. So we will create a message, or my super message here, and now let's make it this message, hello typhoon, welcome to this Python course. And here after that we will print this message, like this, print, and inside this we will enter our message, print my super message. And now let's run this program and let's see what happens. By the way, you can run this program with Shift and F10, this combination of shortcut, and you can also run this by pressing this run main button here. And so we added a variable named message here, this message here. Every variable is connected to a value, right, which is the information associated with that variable. In this case, this variable here, let me actually get my pen. Yes, so this variable here is connected. So this is the value. So this value here is connected to my super message named variable. So adding a variable makes a little more work for Python interpreter when it processes the first line. So this is the first line. Firstly, it associates this variable my super message with the hello typhoon welcome to the Python course value. So when it reaches the second line, it prints the value associated with my super message, in this case it's welcome, hello typhoon, welcome to this Python course here, right? And let's expand on this program by modifying this main PE to print a second message. Now let's add a blank line here and then add 2 new lines of code. So here we will again write my super message, and this is the best and fastest Python course in the world. And that's it. Now we will again print the message, which is my super message. Now here, let's run this and you will see what happens now. So you can change the value of variable in your program at any time, and Python will always keep track of its current value. So for example, when we first defined my super message, its value was this. Hello Typhon, welcome to this Python course, and this is the print that we printed here. And the second variable, this is the same variable, right? These are the same. These are the same for now. These are the same variables, but they for after line 4, they do not contain the same values. That's it. You can change variables whenever you want in Python. And here, now let's learn about the naming and using our variables, which is you will need in Python a lot of times. So I'm waiting you in the next lecture.